Hey guys, what's up? Ruben here from the Midnight Garage. Boyd is there as well in the background. Today we are going to overhaul my 1988 or 1989 Honda Civic EF sedan. Now, I haven't driven this in a very long time, so I don't even know what year it is, so it's either 88 or 89. And in the next couple of days we're going to turn this into, well, a very beat up old car that needs a lot of love to a slightly less beat up old car that needs slightly less love. So, quick story about the car. I bought this, I think 4 or 5 years ago. I'm not really sure when, but I bought it because it was at a scrapyard, but it wasn't registered as a scrapyard car, so I could still buy it because the previous owner thought like it would be a shame to scrap this car. And it was parked there for 11 years, nobody bought it, and it was red back in the day. And I thought like, you know what, I want to fix this car up. It looks like a nice car, plus I'm a real big fan of EFs. So you know what, I'll just buy it. So that's what I did. I bought it, I fixed it up, did a lot of things to it because it was parked for 11 years. And then when it was done, I drove it for, I think, 1.5 years until my CRX was done. And then I parked it with actually, I don't know, I think I wanted to fix it up again and redo it, but then very nicely. But I've never done it, and since I have too much cars, I figured I'm going to fix it up for cheap now, and then I'm going to sell it because I think this car still needs a lot of love, and especially since I saved it from the scrapyard, it would be nice if I save it once again and somebody else is going to have a lot of fun with it. It does have a couple of nice goodies. I tucked the engine bay back in the day. It's all very dirty, lots of spider webs here everywhere, and it has a Cusco coilover set. It has some American tail lights. The interior is, well, really beat up because, well, I just put a random steering wheel in there for now, but every time I needed a random part from an interior, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just grab it out of my sedan and then I'll buy it again soon. And you know how it goes when you don't drive the car, you forget about it. So yeah, here's the American tail lights I was talking about, and yeah, it's nice, but it definitely needs a lot of TLC, and we're going to give it some, and then I'm going to post it up for sale. Alright, step 1, strip everything for paint. We are pretty far done with prepping. Boyd's now taping everything off. Nice work, Boyd.
Thank you, sir. Did Senpai just notice me?
Senpai noticed you.
Oh. Never thought I'd see it.
It is looking rather sad like this. But, hopefully it will look better once it's done. Oh yeah, just in case you're wondering why I'm doing the car with a paint roller, well, I actually did the car with a paint roller a couple of years ago, and that's the fun thing about rolling a car with a paint roller, that it's like 50 bucks to do a completely different color. So yeah, I thought like, why fix it up? I'll just do a completely different color. Way more fun. All done and ready for paint. We're just cleaning it up, and then we're going to let it dry, and then we're ready for the first coat of paint. Yeah. And this is the new color. It's supposed to be antique bronze metallic. I have absolutely no idea how it's going to turn out, but I figured it might be pretty cool. Ooh, now that does look interesting. Here goes nothing. Ooh, that does look pretty good, to be honest. Well, this was layer 1. I still have enough paint for 4 layers, but I think 3 layers should be enough. But we'll see. I think the car looks pretty cool. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's a bit less glossy than I hoped, but still the paint has to dry, so hopefully it turns out to be a bit more glossy than this. But we'll see. The paint dried, time for layer 2. The bumper looks rather sad as well, so you know what, let's fix that right away. Final layer. And now we are literally watching paint dry. Now that the paint's still wet, I'm going to remove all the tape because now it's still a bit flexible, and once everything's dried up it will be slightly harder to do so. I got a nice big ball of tape and I removed all the tape from the car itself. Now it's time to let it cure for the night and then I can touch everything up. Bumper done. I have to admit that looks a whole lot better. I wanted to give the car a little extra, so I'm redoing all the original decals in a rainbow glitter effect. Well, the car once more is coming together very nicely, and I have to say that I am very pleased with the results so far. As for the headlights, I have something cool planned. I want the inside of the lenses, I want to have that a bit of yellow goldish to give it a French look. So I'm going to tape everything off and then I'm going to paint the inner part, then I'm going to put the lenses back on. Hopefully it's going to look good. Think black housings, but different. Ta-da! I might have skipped over the process a little bit, but I'm happy with the outcome. Since it's a lovely night out, I figured I'll change the wheels. The car's outside, it had one check engine light and that was the injector. I figured it was just some gunk because the car has been parked for years and there was fuel in the fuel lines. But you know, it stopped after I just let it run and it didn't come back anymore. Maybe it will come back and then I'll have to check it. But if not, well, that was it. I've just driven it a little bit around the block to warm it up a bit. Yep, I'm liking the wheels. Getting the door trims real quick because they were getting a little bit faded. But with a quick bit of paint, it should be nice again. Engine bay painted, time to bolt everything back. Well, everything's been put back together and I still think it looks rather good. It looks a whole lot better than the black it used to have. The valve cover actually looks pretty well with the the bronze-ish color of the rest of the car. But it's a very old paint and it doesn't look all that good in real life. And since, you know, the Battleship Grey is a classic spoon color, I got the spoon, well, the dust cover for the master cylinder. So I figured, you know, I'm just going to swap the valve cover real quick. Looking good. Engine bay done. In Europe, the 1991 models had single bulb headlights and the 88-89 models had twin bulb headlights. And I want to have twin bulb headlights since I made the center part yellow like I showed you before. I do want to have the 1991 style corner lights because I think they look a little bit better. But that means that I had to swap the brackets from some aftermarket lights on the 88-89 headlights in order to make everything fit. And even though they look slightly similar, there were a few small differences. This bracket thingy here, that one used to be there. And I had to grab the one that was there from the other bracket and then I had to swap it over. And fortunately, even though the location of this one and this one is slightly different based on its dimension, it does seem to fit, so that's good. So now I can swap the brackets over and then I can install the lights. Light 1 is installed. I didn't really give it much thought when I started this, but in fact it actually looks pretty nice in combination with the valve cover since they're both yellow, even though they're different shades of yellow. Break time. Since I'm doing this whole process in a couple of days and I noticed that my old corner lights are pretty much shot, I figured I'd buy some new ones, but I want some amber ones and the only place I could buy them was eBay USA and that takes about a month to arrive, so I didn't do that. So I just bought some replica original ones and I got some amber foil and then I make my own amber corner lights. Peeling off the protective film. One hand, of course. Front end done. Now the only thing that's left are the side moldings and the fender markers and then some small things, and then the outside pretty much done. Then we just need to do a couple of things on the inside and then we're done. Side moldings are put back in place and I've made some original 16 valve decals also in the rainbow glitter effect. And as one final thing, I wanted to add a Honda Primo windshield banner because I thought it would look nice and fresh with all the other parts. Now I still need to put the door panels back, but that's the very last thing I need to do. So yeah guys, that's it for today. Next up I'm going to bring the car to its MOT, get it fixed, and then I'm going to post it up for sale. Now a friend of mine said I could probably get 1700 euros for the car, since it's a rare car here, this EF sedans, especially nowadays. But I think that's still a rather steep price, especially since even though it might look rather nice in the pictures now, it's still a beat up old, 28-year-old car. So I think I'm going to post it for sale for 1200 euros and then I'll see what I can get. Yeah, this video has been a bit of a shake-up of my regular routine, because usually I try to make an update video every day, so I would have made like 5 update videos on this project, but I figured I'm just going to combine everything into one longer video. So if you guys liked it, let me know. If you guys didn't like it, also let me know. Either way, that's it for today. I hope you liked it. Leave a like if you did, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and then hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.